Hey guys, how you doing? How's it going? Hey Laura. Hey Richard, Dolly. Hey Jessica, how you doing? Yeah, yeah, pretty good. Hey Danielle. Hey Jennifer. Hey Saitana. Hey Joy. Hey Karen. Hey Richard, hi, how's it going? I did. I got thank you videos today, and I knew one new interview. Yeah, but I saw Melissa, I saw Sherry, I saw Jamie. Yeah, thank you, Harvey. Appreciate it. I talked to Becky for about an hour tonight. Nah, I did. I carried a gun about 30 years ago. Well, carrying one, I'm much more prepared now. Hey, JP. Oh, it does? Sounds like him? No, it's not me. No. Oh, hey, Lauren. How you doing? Yeah, I don't know if I don't know what the deal was with that, Daniel. No, you're kidding. They're going to call me Monday. I did talk to them one time since. They were going to get the video off some of those green light deals. They alert the owners of the stores so it doesn't get erased. You know, they continually record. Becky's fine. Great. Good, Laura. How you doing? Marguerite's fine. Hey, Sue. How you doing? Hey, Laura. How's it going? Nah, the tent was kiboshed long ago. That's old news. No, she didn't get her tent. She doesn't want a tent. Yeah, pretty good, Lauren. Yep. So far, so good. Yeah. I'd say pretty good. Hey, Dolly. How you doing? Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, the city takes tents. It turns out they take tents, they take motorhomes, they take abandoned vehicles every once in a while. You never know how long it's going to last. Like the Beauty Supply down there, they just cleared out a bunch of tents and back. Yeah, good today. Thank you, Diana. Oh, excuse me. You know, there's a great boxing match on TV tonight. Lomachenko's fighting. I don't know if you guys are into boxing or not. I think he's going to kick this guy's ass. Hey, Steph. I have not seen Ginger. No, I have some things for her as well. No, I've not seen her. It'll be a good fight, though. Saying that, these guys are both like top-notch, legit, world-class boxers. They do have tiny houses in Detroit. They're over on the east side and the central, north central side. Those tiny houses are a big ripoff. If you look at what they charge for the square footage, you'd be better off getting a regular house. I mean, they've sold it as this cheap, economical way of living. I call bullshit on. No, these are let's see, are these guys welterweight? Probably lightweights. Excellent fight, though. It doesn't get any better than this. It's on ESPN. I hope it's like they're going to show this and it's not pay-per-view on ESPN2 or something, but it looks like it's going to be televised right now. Good. Yeah, everything's going pretty good. Hey, Olga, how you doing? Oh, thank you, Kay. Appreciate it. I don't think they're featherweights. I think they're lightweights. Thank you, James. All right, Seth. Yep, take care. Yeah, I know it. Yep. Yeah, I've watched a couple of his videos. Yeah, that's a good idea, Weebies. I never thought of that. It's good thinking. Hey, Mary, how you doing? No, I know. Well, what it does, what I will say, a positive part of that is you can get financing if you've had bad credit, whatever. But if you crunch the numbers and you look at what you're getting, I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. I guess you can argue that it gets you off the streets, but they're overpriced as hell. Not too much, Lauren. No, nope. I ran into a couple guys doing rap videos one night up in the Fisher Body Plant. Hey, baby love, how you doing? Hey, Lost Souls. Boy, there's somebody on there really ripping you all the time, saying that you're a big fraud and copying my channel. Oh, thank you, Lauren. Hello, Ann. How's it going? Hey, Lana, how you doing? Try and give me a call tomorrow sometime, will you? This stuff's not doing you any good in the bottle. You're going to get a lot of that, Lost Soul, so just hang in there. Hey, Oki, how you doing? No, this fight's televised, it looks like. See, now this is the end. I hope the main event doesn't go into pay-per-view. It could. Maybe this is just the prelims. Hey, Daisy, how you doing? I had a long day today. And then I took Daisy out for a park. She's such a good dog, man. I just feel guilty if I don't like do something good for her. She was in the car all day today, and I just got back. Good, Kay. Oh wow, that keep you busy. You're not kidding, Kay. Oh, okay, we beast, and that's going to be the main event as well. This is good. Surprised it's not pay-per-view. Lomachenko and Lopez draw big crowds. Good, Mia. How you doing? Mia, I think you're making comments about lost souls using my name in her videos. What's your problem with that? I've given her permission to do it. I mean, what's your issue here? I just read some comments about a half hour ago. I mean, what's your problem? Yeah, I watched the UFC. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? No, there's nothing wrong with the band. No, not really. Just some scrapes. I don't give a shit. That's part of the reason why I like having it. Yeah, I mean, I'm serious about this. I want you to answer this question about why you're making these comments about lost souls like this. No, she had permission to do this weeks ago. I'm fine with it. And it doesn't have anything to do with me getting attacked. Well, I think I should be the one that determines if it shows respect. I've given her permission to do this. It isn't like she can do it on Tuesday and I don't want her doing it on Wednesday. I don't see where she's done anything wrong and I'm fine with it. I don't know why it's affecting you this way. I mean, I don't see how that changes things at all. I mean, either I don't mind it or I do. And the truth of the matter is she didn't need to ask permission. You look at half these kooks out there, and they don't ask permission, they just use it. So at least she was courteous enough to do that. And this guy got knocked out right away, and he just came from 2 KO victories. Well, then you haven't watched many of them, Doug. You're probably on the wrong channel. Oh, thank you, Plant Lady. Appreciate it. Yeah, but spamming it in what way? That she was using my name after I gave her permission? I mean, if I give somebody permission to do that, I don't think that it matters what day she's doing it. I mean, I talked to her. We email back and forth. She's fine. I don't really get the connection between that happening and her uploading more videos. I mean, I appreciate you keeping an eye out for me, but I'm fine with the whole thing. I don't think she knew about it. Even if she did, I don't think it should be handled with kid gloves because of an incident like that. It doesn't have anything to do with her, promoting her own channel. I mean, I don't get the connection. You do? Well, tell me about it then, Oki. What? I don't understand why you would be. I mean, I do. I appreciate you guys keeping an eye out for me. But if it doesn't bother me, I don't know why it bothers you guys. And why would you think that's spamming on an incident that something like that happened? Thank you, Annabelle. Yeah, no, I really do. And I'm not knocking you guys. I just don't really see the connection. Oh, it's just a lot? Like she's putting it out there too much? Look, I tell people all the time, man. You're welcome to promote your channel on mine. I don't have a problem with it. Me, you could do it. Oki, you could do it. I mean, you could do it if I died. You could do it on my funeral day, my wake, my birthday. I don't mind. I got lucky. I don't mind. I don't want to act like some big jerk that got lucky, and now it's just some big channel, and I'm not going to help other people out. I mean, it could be you helping me. There's no magic to this. It's shit luck. Yeah, I mean, I'm for anybody that wants to start their own channel. You too, Laura. I mean, you guys, I tell anybody. Mary can tell you this. I can, you can promote your channels all day long on mine. I'm fine with it. No, yeah, I appreciate it, Gonzo. Yeah, I appreciate her doing that. Yeah. I mean, I don't keep track of everything that goes on when, people are uploading videos and whatever. But like I said, the fact of the matter is, Lost Souls didn't need to ask my permission. She could have just done it. So, you guys want to get on somebody, get on that kook in Las Vegas, that nut job in Flint, or that retard in Southwest Detroit. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it. That's how you feel. I appreciate that, Oki. Yeah. You guys are looking out for me, and I like that. But I don't have a problem with it. But maybe I should, man. They call me stupid. But once we talked about this, and I wished her the best, I don't care what day she does it. She's. I think you guys are a little miffed that she would have tried to promote her channel in the midst of me having an incident. That I kind of get, but I don't care. Yeah, I don't. I mean, there's some things. I mean, I'm crazier than hell. You guys know that already. So, yeah, but honestly, KK, nobody gets views when you first start out. You know, I tell everybody that this doesn't have anything to do with content, uh, editing. It's all luck. I mean, I shouldn't say it doesn't have anything to do with content. It does, the subject matter. But I mean, there's way better channels out there than mine that don't have any views. It's the way it goes, man. It's lucky. I describe it as musical chairs. Now, Oki and Mia, if you guys start your own channel and I have another incident, you can go ahead and try and get subscribers. No, no, Souls, I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. I mean, I think they don't really know that we've talked as much as we have. No. Oh, okay, okay, all right. Yeah, I talked to Becky for an hour tonight. She's doing fine. I really do. I appreciate you guys and Oki for thinking that way. I do, but I'm telling you, there's no problem with her. She's a good person. She's trying to do a good thing. She has the same kind of interests I do. More power to her. Hope it works out. No, I mean, I appreciate that. I do. And if you started a channel, any of you guys, man, Mary knows this. I saw her comment before about, you know, me being there's nothing worse than some lucky guy that had the cards fall his way, just turning into a jerk like he's got some special talent and there's some method to the madness and how you end up with 149,000 subscribers. In my case, now there are channels out there with superb content. My case is it was shit luck. I mean, it was this run and gun, the amateur version of, uh, you know, interviewing people. It's lucky. There's no skill to this. Not in my case. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. You know, no, you guys can do it. Do it. I've said all along, and I said it a lot in the spring. You know, YouTube's kind of a fickle outfit. I could be gone any day, and for no particular logical reason. So, strike while the iron's hot. If you're thinking of starting a channel, I'd be more than happy to have you promoted here. Yeah, I mean, there's some content that, you know, isn't so great. Yeah, Rachel's not around here anymore, Diane. That's another thing, too. As you guys know, look, it isn't a perfect deal. I've said from day one, if you've been around a while, I'm not into drama. I'm not into rumor starting. I avoid it like the plague. And once in a while, there will be someone that is part of the channel that just dominates the conversation, converses with people about stuff that is absolutely not true. And I get a lot of emails from people. And when I get a disproportionate amount of emails that so-and-so is making me not want to watch your channel anymore, I mean, everybody likes people and everybody has people that they don't like. But it gets to the point where I get like a ton of complaints about a certain person. I take a look at it. Look, the fact of the matter is, if you didn't watch my videos and we didn't interact, there'd be no channel. It wouldn't matter what I did. I could go out and interview anybody all day long and be great at what I do. So I respect what people think. I pay attention to it. I don't micromanage moderators. I'm not second guessing anyone that you should have done that. Why did you do this? Geez, I wish you'd done that. There have been things that moderators have done that I thought, well, I wouldn't have done it that way. But you know what? You need moderators. They're not perfect. And when I have a person that I think is causing problems, there are some times where I get rid of them. And I'll tell you right now that I've made mistakes doing that before. But I'm going to own it and go with it. And I think I made the right decision. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, so, you know, I have a lot of third parties contact me and say, hey, what happened with so and so? And why aren't they on here anymore? And you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to talk to somebody that wasn't involved in what happened about somebody that was. If we have a beef where you didn't work out here, I'm not emailing back and forth with somebody. Number one, I don't think it's any of their business. Number two, I just don't think that's cool to do. They're not here to defend themselves. Maybe I misperceive things. You know, she's sleeping down on the floor. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, I want you guys to like, if there's any good that could come out of you promoting your channel and mine, I am 100% behind it. You should do it, Stephanie. I think it would open up a whole fun life for you out there. I think you've got a gold mine of an area. Hey, Gonzo, yeah, I'm glad to have you around. Which Jamie are you talking about, Anna? Which Jamie are you talking about? Are you talking about the Jamie Burton or the Jamie McCann? Yeah, no, I mean, it's nice to have people like Oki and Mia doing that. I mean, I know Oki. I don't know Mia that well, but yeah, it's thank you. I mean, you know, there's, you know, I don't want you feeling bad for having my best interest at heart. Thank you, but I'm just telling you, you're hearing it right from the horse's mouth, and I'm fine with it. I think Lost Souls is a super person. She's an ex-working girl that was a heroin addict. That's been on methadone 10 years. Has a husband and a job and kids and is doing well. And I'm super happy for her. And I want her channel. If I could give her my subscribers, I'd do it. Not that I don't like you guys, but you could watch my videos without being subscribers. And if I could dole out, 25,000 subscribers to everybody that was starting a new channel, I'd be more than willing to do it. Ebony's with her mother. Which Jamie are you talking about, Sean? I saw Jamie Burton tonight. Yeah, and if you guys didn't know, that the Lost Souls and I talked and it was cool, I guess I can understand why you feel that way. Yeah, no, I don't want to put it up with it. Yeah. It is shit like musical chairs, Kaylee's. Yeah, it sure is. I mean, look, man, when you look at the stuff that I do, and I mean, it's okay, but I mean, I don't think I deserve it many subscribers. I will tell you this. I think I got like 149,000 subscribers. Believe it or not, people bring it up to me. But I do have about 3 times more people that watch than subscribe because they want to hear working girls interviews. They don't want to watch Daisy. They don't want to see a butterfly. They don't want to see chicken shawarma with hummus. They say that 85% of my content is pure bullshit, and that's their right. And if they don't want to wake up in the morning and see 20 videos that they don't like, and they don't want to subscribe, I'm fine with it. As you know, I've never one time said subscribe, share, thumbs up, like, thumbs down. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm glad that we interact. Oh yeah, yeah. It definitely depends where you live, KK. That's for sure. No, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. No, good. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm an okay guy. I mean, I've tried to explain that to people. I think I'm a good. If I had to describe myself, my whole life, I have been for animals and underdogs. And I don't know why. But, if you lived with me, it's a different, I'm a moody guy. Knowing someone on a day-to-day basis. I mean, I think I'm a good guy about what you guys see that I do on my channel. But I'm a moody, temperamental, depressive guy. I don't think you'd think so much of me if you were around me all the time. I think the unmade bed, I worked hard at that. Hey, my channel, how you doing? Yeah, I'll talk about it. What do you want to know? Nah, I don't think, I talked to Becky about this for about an hour tonight. I mean, I think it's people that were setting me up. I don't really know. I mean, we could talk all night about who it was or why they did it. But I'm not really sure. I mean, obviously it's someone that doesn't think a lot of me. I think unmade bed is fascinating. Yeah. Hey, yeah, man, how you doing? How's your channel going? I haven't looked at that in a while. Yeah, there's not much meth in Detroit. Oh, thank you, Sandy. How are you? No, I didn't get anything. Nope. There's actually no physical contact. Hey, Jenny, how you doing? Yeah, I was lucky I escaped. Sure was. You know what happened is that whole thing came down. Whoever was driving kept putting more gas on it to keep their bumper pinned up against my vehicle. And it was just lucky that I got between them and a pole. Yeah, there wasn't a quarter of an inch to spare on either side. Oh yeah, it's funny. Kalamazoo is always such a nice, wholesome community. It seemed to start out with the Uber driver that was shooting people in between picking up customers. And man, you see Kalamazoo on the news all the time now. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you never know. I mean, it could happen. I'm glad it didn't, but I'll be much better prepared this next time. No, Becky, there's no way Becky was involved in this. Hey, POD, does that just happen to be your channel name, or is it related to POD, the rock group? Killer band. They should have been superstars. Never happened. I have been to Maine. Yep, sure, all over. Yeah, I have. Yep, I like it there. I wouldn't want to live there, but I like it. I've noticed that as I've gotten older, that a lot of these ideas that you have in your head when you're younger, I've got to experience almost. Well, actually, I would say all of mine. Every damn dream I ever had, believe it or not, I fulfilled. Living places, owning houses, airplanes, traveling, good-looking girlfriends, ugly girlfriends, married, separated. Yeah, I think I've gotten lucky. And what my point is as you're getting older, a lot of this stuff that you had an image of in your mind isn't necessarily accurate. I've got to live them all, and none of them are that great. I realized about 10 years ago that probably my whole life was predicated on chasing happiness. I kept thinking it was where I lived or who I was involved with or how much money I was making. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I think they did too. Oh, gay experiences, good for you. Good for you. Yeah, I mean, it's like that everywhere, I don't care that much about it, to tell you the truth. I was kind of heading towards doing a little change anyway with regard to handing this stuff out. So, I mean, I wouldn't, that hasn't changed a thing, that incident last night. That's the way to do it, man. So, it's, and honestly, the truth of the matter is these areas are getting kind of slow. They're really dying. Uh, where Maddie's at, it's dead. Michigan Avenue is hardly anybody out there. Yeah, I don't believe me. I do not want to become famous. No way. Yeah, I mean, you should start a channel, Rita. Do those sunsets. Yeah, I don't think I'm a great person. I mean, I think I'm an okay guy. I've been very lucky in my life. I have. Luck's got a lot to do with it. Oh, sorry about that, Daisy. Yeah, clear the air. Let's clear it, man. I mean, you guys can ask me anything. I'll spell it out. Oh, okay. Well, good for you, Peyote. Great. You're well-rounded. Yeah, I got a lot, man. I handed out a lot today, though. I'll tell you that. I did. I'm uploading a video now, and that should be up in a little bit of Melissa's thank you, Sherry, sweetheart. Met a new guy, and then I saw Jamie. Yeah, not really, man. I don't want to be famous. Why didn't I put the? I would have if I could have. If it would have been one guy, he would have been in diapers. Two guys tracking down a guy like me. Yeah, real badasses. And they fucked that up. They couldn't even do that right. It's going to be a different story next time. I don't give a shit if I get arrested or not. All this bullshit you're supposed to drive off. That ain't happening next time. Look, I'm an older guy, man. I lived my life. Oh, is that right, Ryan? Yeah, I didn't know that one. No. Yeah, it was a good day today. Yeah, I had a good day today. Had a good dinner. And, yeah. Frank Nitty's a non-factor. I'm in Michigan. Yeah, he's just really immature. Yeah, I know. I take good care of you. He's such a good dog, man. Like I was tired today, and I still drove her out to that park in the dark. He's just such a good, trouble-free dog. Yeah, he has a channel. Yeah. It's just childish stuff. It's a child in an adult's body. Yeah, actually, I'll tell you a funny thing. I did. I saw the new Jamie tonight. She said, "Hey, Tom, how you doing?" And I ignored her, which I plan on doing in the future. I don't want to have anything to do with her. I ate in an Arabic restaurant in Dearborn Heights. Excellent food. Yeah, that's how it is. You need to block him, Lost Souls. He can't stand the fact that you're creating quality content. I mean, Frank Nitti took the picture of a lady that was killed by a car and uses it as his avatar, even though the boyfriend asked him to take it down. It doesn't get any lower than that. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. Daisy's a good dog. Yeah, no, I don't want to have a thing to do with her. I wouldn't say she turned on me. I think these kooks got a hold of her because she gave her email, and before you know it, I was a bit good. By the way, I'm glad you brought that up. I wouldn't say she turned on me. I'm glad you brought that up, though, because this is the first time that I've been back since I got the donations on the Super Chat and the PayPal. And if you look at the videos that I'll be uploading today and tomorrow, I go over all the money that was donated, and I paid everybody today. Okay, and that was going to happen to Jamie too. Yeah, I will give them this. I was gone way longer than I normally am, but I've never kept anybody's money anyplace. It's chump change to me. I wouldn't do it even if I was broke. And to be accused of this, when I tried to do nothing but help, I'm done with you. That's why. There's certain conflicts you have where there's just not going to be any possible positive outcome because of just the crazy allegations. Yeah, I explained this to her like multiple times. Yeah, I'd definitely block him. He'll cause you nothing but trouble. Yeah. Yeah, man, how is your channel doing? Are you doing okay? Yeah, just not messing around with that. Look, this has happened before with other people, and I uploaded a video and talked about it. There was a while I wasn't talking to Jerry and Maddie. There was a while when I wasn't talking to Kelly, Jonna, and Casey. You know, if you think that this isn't a good relationship and that I'm taking advantage of you and ripping you off, there's no reason for us to be conversing down the road. Not at all. Not worth the trouble, Texas Heat. That's exactly it. And I am transparent. And as you'll see in the videos of this trip, like I gave Sharon $102 tonight. It was from this and PayPal, and this is not counting the money that was sent in envelopes. This was stuff that people sent through Super Chat or through PayPal. It's all accounted for. Yeah, it is, man. I mean, I can't do any more than that. So, you know, you throw in this extra bullshit like that, what happened last night, and having these people, you wouldn't believe, my days are spent sometimes trying to track down people that agree to meet me that never show up. All the time. Frankly, I'm sick of it. I mean, the people that have sent things are so gracious and giving and nice, and they like to see these people get things. But it isn't what you think it is when you're on my end. It kind of morphed into that, which I'm happy to do. But it's just gotten to where it's not worth it. If people want to send them something, they'll give them an email, and they can deal with them directly. Yeah, well, don't worry about me bringing one girl back to the hotel room. First of all, it was her idea on buying pumpkin pie, and secondly, I recorded the whole time she was here. So, hate to disappoint you, but there's nothing scandalous or criminal, you idiot. Oh, big time, Texas. I mean, I don't want to come on here. Nobody wants to hear me come on here and bitch about what a shitty day I had, so I don't do it. But there are days, man, this is a constant uphill battle. It's not like, hey, here's this, I'm glad to see you. Chasing them down, not showing up, being pissed they didn't get more money. Shoes are too big, too small, not the right color. You have this idea in your head, as I talked about earlier, and the reality of it is, it isn't that great. Yeah, I'm going to go back to doing what the reason I got down here to begin with. Paying people for their interviews, giving contact information about these people during the interview, so if you want to deal with them on your own, you can. No girlfriend running. Nobody had had me. I couldn't have a girlfriend. I talked to my wife tonight for about 45 minutes. I'll tell you a sad story on here. I hate to be a Debbie Downer on this, but I will tell you this. So I call her up, and you know, I had some tough financial times there for a while, and my wife lent me about $100,000 to keep some commercial properties for going into foreclosure, and I paid her 50 back, and I'm paying her the other 50 back Monday because I got rid of some properties. Things got better and blah, blah, blah. And when I talked to her, I said, hey, we got talking, and she had a girlfriend of hers about 35 years ago, just after their baby was born. Her girlfriend, husband shot himself, killed himself. And, you know, I knew about this. And the boy was just a little baby. And as he grew up, he had problems with depression, ended up getting into the military, got a degree in culinary arts along the way. And somehow I didn't like that and got into a company out in Los Angeles, that kind of like a Blackhawk deal, that did dog training for these dogs that they use in, different operations, whatever, drug sniffing, federal agents, whatever. Was making good money, liked it, had a condo, was living in LA. Long story short, I guess about 6 weeks ago, he was accused of stealing something. As it turns out, they found later on what it is they thought he took and realized that he didn't steal it. But they terminated him, and in the midst of that termination, they wanted their dog back. He would take a dog and he would go out and do exhibitions, show what these dogs could do. And I guess that broke his heart, and he was struggling with. Yeah, he shot himself. So she's out there now helping her. Yeah, I believe it. So here she lost her husband and her son. Yeah, it sucks. So she went out there to help her with her girlfriend. They flew out of Florida. And, they had to hire a professional to, clean the place up. And it just sucks. Yeah, it's just, yeah, yeah. What? Yeah, it sucks, believe me. He was upset he lost that dog. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, she lost her husband and her son to suicide. And they're out there, 2,000 miles away. Yeah, it's something. Yeah, I met him a few times. I didn't know him. He seemed like a nice kid, but just the, yeah, I do. Yeah, I haven't lived with her since '98. Yep. Yeah, I've been lucky that way. 35. Yeah, I think what bugs me is, just for her to get that call. He was really upset, over this dog. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're right. don't know her I don't know her very well, but I know Sherry's been friends with her since, we got down to Florida, which was probably 93, 92. So they've been long time friends. And, I hate to say this, but the girlfriend is very nice, kind of a plain Jane. Not that, you could say, well, what the hell does plain Jane have to do with it? I'll tell you what it has to do with it. She had a hard time dating. And I mean, there are plain Janes that get good looking guys. I'm not making a mountain out of a molehill, but she struggled for intimacy and romance. And as long as I've known her, that's been an issue. But the one thing she had was her son. And the husband, as I said, had, committed suicide. So it's just, I feel bad for her. So shitty. Just, you associate getting on a plane and going somewhere is fun. And they got, they had to go there and have this place cleaned by evidently there's companies that go in and clean up places where people commit suicide. The condo isn't going to do it, so they did that. And now they're getting this stuff organized, and you're out and goddamn. Yeah. Oh my God, Don, sorry about that. Yeah, it sucks. What do you say? I mean, you can't even say anything. I'm just glad, Sherry, if you met my wife, you would really like her. And I'm glad that she can help. Yeah, well, I've been down that road. She is a good person, yeah, she really is. Yeah, very, yeah. I haven't lived with her since '98. And the reason is we never got divorced is she couldn't afford my half of the property. She could have never qualified for the mortgage. And I got her insurance through her work. But now that I'm going to be 65 in January, I'll get Medicare, so I'm not going to need insurance anymore. I'm not going to force her hand on anything, but that's why. I haven't seen her since 2007. So that sucks. No, thank you, Texas Bunny. Oh, thank you. It really wasn't that big a deal last night. It could have been. I mean, if they wanted to shoot me, they'd have had me. They were right there. No, no, I'm not. No, no, it's not too personal. No, no, it was kind of like a deal where, no, not really. I left her actually. I realized then that, when I did that, like I said earlier, chasing happiness. I sold a business where I was making an absolute killing. Moved to Florida, quit working to raise parrots. I've done some stupid shit in my life. But at the time, I wasn't really interested in like making a ton of money, and I'd already had enough. I do have some dragon's milk. So I thought, I knew when I got married that it was I kind of got an ultimatum, and I thought, you know what, it's not going to get any better than this. I would take 90% of the fault. Now, how can that make any sense when you left her? Well, you see my problem. I'm hard to be around. Really hot-headed and moody. For a while there, I had problems with depression my whole life. And for a while there, I was doing pretty good, but I think I'm having problems again. No kids, no. I never wanted kids. And crazy as it sounds, I never wanted to be wrapped in that tight to a relationship. Sounds nuts. Me and my parents were a couple kooks, alcoholic, pill poppers. My dad worked in a factory, and my mother worked at a drugstore. So this family thing never worked out for me. Which, I could be a quadriplegic. You know how life is. Hey, Deanna. Yeah, depression's a bitch, man. The dragon's milk, yeah. You gotta try that if you can get a hold of some gonzo. Yeah, my girlfriend's son, my wife's girlfriend's son, and her husband had killed himself too. Yeah, now, Diane, does that still bother you even after 9 years? Because they talk about situational depression, which makes sense. When you're depressed and there's no reason to be, that's the killer. When did you send that, Patricia? I probably got it. Yeah. I'm glad you said that you get my email. Here's the deal too. It's like, I don't socialize really at all. Uh, you'll never see me out with people on a date, nothing. But when it comes to this YouTube thing, it's like I'm a different person. You could offer me $1,000 and say, hey, there's a bunch of us down here at a bar or having a party or come over. I would never do it. No way. But when it came to uploading like videos or, turning on this chat, I don't know why I like it, to be honest with you. It is fun. I do like it, which is why I do it. But you would think it'd be analogous to being a social person, which I'm not. I can't quite figure it out. Oh, Prudman, you didn't need to do that. Oh, thank you. I've had Daisy for 6 years, uh, but I kind of took care of her for a year before that. I went with an older lady. Thank you, Prudman. I went with an older lady to get her as a puppy. Yeah, honest to God, be 100% honest, which I try to be. And like I said, it's because I can afford to be. I don't want anything from anybody. Not trying to date any of the people that subscribe. I'm not trying to borrow money. I can afford to be honest. I still think I'll off myself someday. I really do. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on doing it. I don't think I'll die a natural death. Oh, thank you, Casey. Well, I do. I would say I identify with. I would say that. I would say that was probably accurate. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not like a guy that's going to. No, thank you, Gonzo. I'm not a guy that's gonna like sugarcoat something. Or that would be my hunch. That's true, Eric. You're right. Yeah, I think that's the thing about it. I have no reason to like be sad. I don't. I really don't. It's just I don't really want anything. Oh, sorry about that. See, Rhonda, you guys are mentioning this. It just kind of surprises me that people would be depressed. There's different variations of depression. I'm surprised that people would be. I can understand you missing someone, but I don't know if that's the correct description of depression. The loss, grief, that's different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking you, but no, not really. I've had, believe it or not, my whole life, I have had more bullshit happen to me. Uh, that was really no big deal last night, to tell you the truth. And I worry about myself. Uh, I have a super mean streak, which doesn't show itself sometimes. And I worried about that like last night a little bit. Oh, congratulations, Mysterious. Good for you. Oh, thank you, man. I mean, I will say this. I think what makes me feel good about it, and that is that I believe mine's genetic. And you know what? If that's the case, I mean, you can, take off the rough edges, but it isn't because of something I've done that makes me be this way. I mean, I'm not, I don't know. Depression's a bitch, man. And my parents were both super chronically depressed, constantly druggies, drunks. I knew I had fucked up parents at an early age. Nothing really happened with her other than I don't want to have anything to do with her. Yeah, I mean, when it's genetics, I mean, in one way, I feel good about it. On the other hand, I don't know what you do about that. I don't think being rebirthed in a bathtub does much to genes. You know what I mean? I mean, I have good days and bad days. Oh, yeah. Well, Gonzo, at least you're, you know, you just want to strangle someone when they say it could be worse. You're probably right here. I see they legalized mushrooms in Ann Arbor. I don't even know what a mushroom is, to be honest with you. No, I'm sorry about that, Cam. Yeah, keep cooking. I was just talking to a buddy of mine tonight, lives up in Traverse City, and his mother-in-law is going to be 100. Oh, it's definitely true, Rita. This is proven for sure, 100% true, for sure. They've identified genes. Yeah. Now, this sounds nuts, and I don't know that there's any validity to it. I could never find any science to back it up, but a lot of comedians will joke about it. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I think if I wasn't depressed, I would never like have the appreciation for the down and out birds, Daisy. I don't think depression is all bad. An appreciation for art, culture, nature. Now, maybe there are people out there that are depressed that have more of an appreciation than I do. I'm not sure, but I think, weird, dysfunctional way that depression has enhanced my appreciation for certain things. I know that sounds crazier than hell. Yeah, there you go, Ron. You got it. Yeah, you got that right, Daisy. Isn't that the truth? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think. I mean, I've been places where just like staring at birds or something, I'm thinking, wow, this is like unbelievable that I'm getting to witness it. I just think it's a little like, you dwell on things as a depressive person. Oh my God, no, I'm so sorry about that. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I drink, but I'm not a drunk. That's another thing, genetics, right? You look at the studies on like alcoholics. When an alcoholic has a beer, his brain's telling him, you just drink until you can't stand up any longer. A normal person starts to get tipsy, they don't want to get a drunk driving ticket, so they knock it off. It's an entirely different mechanism that creates alcoholics. It's not just people that can't say no. It's this strong genetic influence. And there's all sorts of variations of depression. Just read the DSM. I think they're up to the DSM-5 now. I mean, I don't really hang my hat on that. It's mainly for insurance reimbursement. I've read so many books on this, it's ridiculous. No, I'm not bipolar. No, I was diagnosed as that one time, though, but they later recanted. The truth of the matter is, when you really get to know people, uh, everybody's got problems. It's part of living. Yeah, you're right, Rhea. That's true. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, what are you taking on that, Christine, by the way? Yeah, they were looking for a shotgun, which they found. That was some bullshit, too. That shotgun was unloaded and it was wrapped up in a blanket. If you look at that video closely, you'll see that the cops couldn't even find the shotgun. They had to come to me when I was sitting down handcuffed, asking me where it was, and that was after looking for it. It was unloaded. The shells weren't near the shotgun. It was wrapped up in a blanket. They couldn't find it. But you know what? 4 months later, they charged me for it. And if you look at the law, it has to be in a case and the ammo separate from the case and inaccessible by the driver, which it was. It was in the back of the van. But they charged me anyway. I've had a lot of experience with it, Krugman. I've been depressed as a child. When you're a depressed person, you're always looking for that thrill. You spend money crazy. You're into like that next. You do like I did. I got lucky with business, man. I had some good businesses that I sold for a lot of money. I mean, enough where I didn't need to work like at 10 and 15 years at a crack. And I would just always be looking for this like contentment that I could never really find. And it was about, probably in my 50s that I realized, you're never going to find it, man. Wasn't in West Palm Beach. It wasn't in Ann Arbor. It wasn't in Chicago. It wasn't in West Branch. You get impulsive. That's exactly right, Darren. You look in your closet and you see those 30 dresses that you haven't worn. But just think of the fun that you had shopping and buying them and actually owning them, and someday you were going to wear them. Stuff like that. I had 3,000 pairs of parrots, for God's sake. Just nuts. Yeah, I'd have gotten in big trouble for that, though, Jim. I did what you're supposed to do, drive off. If I'd have shot them, I'd have been charged. I guess that's what life's all about, is where you're trying to divvy up, the good times versus the bad, and try to help it as good as you can. But yeah, but Terry, if you get really down in the dumps, I don't think any comedy club is going to pull someone out of down in the hole. Oh, was she an alcoholic? Yeah, alcoholics are terrible parents. ADHD too. If you have like ADHD, you come from a dysfunctional background, kids that don't sit still and listen have a hard time learning. You can have an IQ off the charts, and if you're not listening, what good does it do? Well, sorry about that, Diane. No, the old Astro man bailed me out again. Daisy's Daisy's sleeping on the floor. No, she just got up in the bed. There she is. Yep. You see her on the bed there? That's her right there. That's black. I mean, Rita. I don't know. If this is a good example, but a lot of people, and I hope it didn't happen to you, Rita. You think that when you spend your whole life working in a job, maybe you're not wild about. In a marriage, it wasn't that great, and your spouse dies, and you decide, you know what, I'm going to move down to Florida. And people have this idea what Florida's going to be like. They're going to be drinking a pina colada on the beach when Detroit's getting a blizzard. And you get down there, and it's, the first, it's 82 degrees, and you're on the beach. You call your friends in Detroit and say, hey, guess what? Guess what I'm doing? I'm drinking a pina colada, and I'm on the beach. That worked for about 2 years. And then I went full circle. I actually ended up hating Florida. This is going to show you where mental illness rears its ugly head. I mean, I've had big swings financially, shit tons of money, and none. And I never had none happen until about 3.5 years ago. Now I'm doing pretty good again. But you know what? In a fucked up way, it was more exciting being broke. Is that crazier for what? It was more exciting being broke than being comfortable. It doesn't get more fucked up than that. It's just nuts. Yeah, Rita, that's exactly it. And on that bullshit, that one suicide deal, I got my license taken away for 6 weeks. 6 weeks, 6 months. And these guys you see in their 60s riding a bike down along the side of the road? Yeah, that was me for 6 months. And in the winter, but I know this is going to sound nuts, but if you're a depressed person, I actually had a sunny side to this experience that I wouldn't have had if I wouldn't have been depressed. So my point is, it's not bad all the time. If you can believe this, I actually look forward to driving my bicycle with snow tires on it up to Tim Hortons every day. I didn't care how cold it was or how much snow. There was only 2 times there was too much snow where I couldn't ride the bike. And actually, I look forward to it. I'd get up in the morning, I'd put on like a snowmobile suit, long underwear, these snowmobile gloves, and I'd get on my bike and I'd ride up to Tim Hortons. And the best days were when it was snowing like hell. And as crazy as that sounds, I think that's probably the happiest I've been in the last 4 years. I actually enjoyed that time period. You would think that losing your driving privileges would really get you down in the dumps. Where with me, my sole transportation was a bike. And I liked it. It's nuts. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Now, here's the other side of it. If you think it was so damn fun, then why didn't I just keep riding the bike? Yeah, good question. I can't answer that. I would agree with that, Joseph. I mean, that's what makes me fly. And I love starting over. I like starting over. Hey, Chris, how you doing? I like starting over. Yeah, man. I mean, shit. I don't. I wouldn't say because there's more women around. I interview all men when I have an opportunity to. It makes you feel better. I interviewed one today. Just not around that much. You know, it seems to be a much more compelling story to a drug addicted working girl than an alcoholic male that's homeless. Don't ask me why. Oh, cool. Good for you, Eric. Yeah, cool. When I was young, I would have I got some good jobs. My mother was on the council, and she got me a job at the railroad in between my junior and senior year. And I got that job after I graduated, and I quit that job so I could hitchhike all over the country. I rode freight trains all over, uh, hitchhiked everywhere, Seattle down to Mexico. You know, I love that life. But again, during those times, it wasn't that fun. But when I reminisce and I look back, I see it in a much better light than the reality of the day-to-day hitchhiking and riding freight trains was. It's human behavior. It's strange. It's weird. But I've had like 40 years of, recanting these trips that I had, and it's a good feeling. Roman Polanski, yeah. That pervert still isn't allowed in the United States. Oh, I rode trains tons. I did. I caught the tail end of that, the mid 70s. You know, when's the last time you saw a boxcar with an open door? Never. They were all over at the time. I was, yeah, delivered a ton of stuff, traffic, yep. I got a video upload now. I got four of them actually today. Yeah, today was a pretty good day actually. Yeah. Life is strange, Mark. Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. Yeah. I mean, you're always kind of second, analyzing, other people's lives as well. How life's worked out for them, that kind of thing. Yeah, I have a great dog. I got lucky with the dog. No, I never checked that out, Eric. No, you don't. No. I mean, I've thought all sorts of crazy shit. I mean, West Branch is okay, but I could change my life anytime. I was actually thinking of buying a party store on Hilton Head, kind of an upper echelon party store in Hilton Head. Something different. I'm always looking for that next thrill, like something good. Oh, good for you, Rhonda. I think you're right, Reed. I would agree with that. Luck of the draw. Yeah. I mean, you look at people that made a ton of money and the cards just fell into place for them. Other people that were smart and hardworking and went broke, lost their jobs. Yeah, luck of the draw. It's no shit. Musical chairs. Nah, I can't say that. I mean, I would move if another circumstance came up. Yeah, it's true, Dolly. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, if I wasn't on YouTube, it's a good question. I'd probably be flipping through channels or something. I quit collecting. I was the biggest compulsive collector ever. Just crazy collections of shit. Stupid. That's one thing I will say a mental hospital did for me. Gave me about 3 weeks to really think things over. Yeah, money problems will stress you out. What stresses you out is having enough brains to realize there is no fucking way I'm coming up with this much money in this amount of time. And there's no bullshitting yourself about that. I mean, a psychologist isn't going to help, an antidepressant isn't going to help. You realize at that particular time, with this kind of financial obligation, you're fucked. What's that, baby? Yeah, not me, man. I wouldn't say I was like that. Of course, that's part of the illness. You know, you claim that you only buy things that are valuable and that you're organized and nobody else is. I don't collect anything anymore. Actually, Melodic, I got some good shit I'm going to give you because you're at the age where you think this shit is just great and, you know, it's wonderful and it's going to be worth $1 million. Good for you, man. Here you go. You can have it. Actually, I've got some really expensive, nice things. I mean, like, look up H. Bennett, the super famous photographer in Wisconsin. I got original photographs of him. I've got the convict ship Success. It's the only large format photo anybody ever knew of, parked in Cincinnati. And to my good viewers, I will give them the shit. Hey, LA, how you doing? Hey, Kate. My eBay name is Detroit River. I never really sold that much on eBay. A couple hundred items, mostly bought. Detroit River is the name. eBay sucks though. Oh, that's right, Faye. You're familiar with H. Bennett, huh? No kidding, Faye. Wow. So you're familiar with him. That's impressive. It used to be, Betty. It's not anymore. Yeah, big time, Mark. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. Wisconsin Delaware. Well, I'll tell you this, Faye. I'll tell you this. I've got a large format H. Bennett. Just the framing was $400. It's in museum glass, and it's a large format photo. It's huge. I'll give that to you when you visit Mari. When I decided to quit something, I quit, and I didn't really think of that until now. You living in Wisconsin, you're familiar with him. It's a killer photograph in a fantastic frame. Yeah, I agree with you, Ron. It's true. Good night, Dolly. Good talking to you. Yeah, well, I'll get together. I have a Captain Nemo sub someday. That sounds good. That's a hobo dinner, Mary. Yeah, no, it's really nice, top notch. It would cover your trip taking the Badger and the gas and everything. I think it's. I can tell you this. I know it's worth about $1,300. Hey, Frederick, how you doing? Yeah, I saw them the other day. You know, I uploaded that video. Yeah, you're right, Betty. Yep, totally true. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be done. Did you ever go to those metro parks? You ever go to any of those around there? Yeah, it's a nice park. I just took Daisy there tonight. All right, chosen one intellectual pizza. Oh, thank you, Diane. Oh, okay, Christine. All right. Don't do crazy things if you're on Ambien. No, you'd like this. This is a top-notch fine art. I've had it for about 20 years, And I bought it off a famous guy. Larry Crutchlow was a dealer out of Washington, D.C. He published some books on thermoplastic cases, Civil War cases for cased images. Yeah, this would be great. This look good in your home, man. You live in Wisconsin. That's cool. I'll bet you, if you go out and look, you cannot find an original H.H. Bennett that size anywhere for sale. Hey, Virginia, how you doing? Hey, Appalachian girl, how you doing? Yeah, I was just kidding, and we're just bullshitting around, Casey. Yeah, I hear from her from time to time. She really got into TikTok for a while. Yeah, that's why, Kay. Yeah. It's more of a girl her age, social media. Hey, Dolly, how you doing? Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. Mary, did you get a chance to read that book about that Indian girl and that photograph? Hey, Andy, how you doing? Hey, Rising Sun, how you doing? How you feeling? What are you, depressed, or you just too busy? Or you just don't feel like it? Which Jamie, Diane? Which Jamie are you talking about? I just, yeah, Rhonda, you know how it is. You look back on things and they seem better than when you experienced them as they unfolded. All right, Insightly, yeah, thanks for coming on tonight. Appreciate it. Hey, Pat, how you doing? Yeah, which one's you interested in, Deanna? Which books are you interested in? Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, yeah. I think they looked interesting. Yeah, okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, Mary, that makes sense. Yeah, I know what you mean. There's sometimes I don't read things when I'd like to because I'm afraid I'm not going to remember them like I want to, so I put it off. Oh yeah, I just saw her tonight actually. Yeah. It's bothering me just as bad as it did a month ago. This back is a problem. It's my back and my hip flexor. On a process. Okay. I've tried all those things. I really have. They do a little bit, man. I use Penetrax, Tylenol, ibuprofen. Yeah. So you must have had some nerve compression there, Rising Sun, right? It's so slow down there, Dictator Dan. Yeah, it is. There's some killer bass players. My second, what do you do? What do you have to do to it? Oh, those inversion tables now. Hey, Frisky, I saw Sherry today. I'll be uploading her video. She was given a phone. Do you want me to send that phone back to you? Or how do you want to work that? Oh, are you, sir? I'm sorry about that. My buddy's getting stenosis surgery up in Traverse City on the 5th. Some West Point grad, and he's happy with it. Wish him the best. Okay. Well, thank you, Josephine. Appreciate it. They go in and they create more space between the bone of the vertebrae and the sciatic nerve. I'm not sure how they do it. I remember Lou Holtz, the old Notre Dame coach, got that like years ago. Yeah, whatever you want to do, I'm fine with. It's crazy how they can get in there and do that, isn't it? Go in and open up the spine, root around in there, and somebody can get back to a normal, productive life. Yeah, thank you, Dominic. No, no, but I do know that a girl I interviewed mentioned Cupcake Brown. Oh, did they, Terry? Okay. They say he's a real jerk, Brian Kelly. I've never read a positive thing that was said about him by people that worked with him. Oh, good for you, Conan. Good. Hey, really, Marley? No kidding, huh? Hey, you can't get into Canada now as an American. You guys are still locked down. Yeah, now is Michigan playing? Has the University of Michigan played? Hey, Christian, how you doing? Hey, SoCo. Yeah, you got that right, Rising Sun. That's true. You know, I went to saw a cadaver one time, a girl that was taking a neuro anatomy class at the University of Michigan, and I was shocked how big the sciatic nerve is. Oh, okay, Mark. I don't, but a girl I interviewed mentioned it. Yeah, nerve pain sucks. No, there is nobody down there, Diane. I still have her stuff that Mary sent. I have not. There's nobody down there. Went up and down burner a million times. Nothing. Oh, I love Green Bay. You ever go to that bookstore down there, that Lion's Mouth, Casey? Do you know that lady, Amy? Oh, that's cool. Good. Yeah, no, it's a good idea to use it. Yeah. Oh, okay. So this video of Melissa is 92% uploaded. Oh, yeah. She's got some pretty good deals there, though. I think you'd like going in there and looking around. I have not, Diane. No, I'm going to this winter. I hope. No, it's saying no, Casey. It's saying no. No, I believe it, Jody. No kidding, huh? Wow. Yeah, I know. I wish I could give it to you. Yeah, I don't watch it. No. And I'm trying to have the people send things to the people I interview directly, if possible, Diane. Thank you, Betty, and good having you. Thanks a lot. No, I don't know what's it about, Rising Sun. I don't. No. Yeah, Daisy stacked out. Bye, Betty. Yeah, isn't that the truth, Mark? Yeah, you could sleep that good, but you'd have to only live about 15 years. That's the caveat. Good night, Virginia. Yeah, good seeing you. Hope things are going well. Back already, baby, huh? All right, Klaus. Yeah, that was a nice letter you sent that girl. Okay, Eric. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, hard work will make it. That's why I took Daisy out to the park, even though it was dark, because she'd been cooped up in the van all day long riding around, and I knew if I ran her around for a half hour, she'd get a good night's sleep. I got her a McDonald's hamburger. Okay, Graphic. Yeah, good. I'm glad you did that. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Yeah, it wasn't crazy exercise, but I knew she would like it. You know what I mean? Good night, Lynn. Yeah, I think she lives a pretty good life. Well, I think I'm going to sign off for you guys. The main event's coming on pretty soon. Just going to try and take a quick shower before that happens. So I appreciate you guys coming on tonight. This was, what I would say is an exceptional chat. It was great. A lot of interaction, a lot of people showed up. Thank you. Good night, Mark. Yeah, thanks, Diane. Yeah, thanks a lot, Chosen One. I appreciate you keeping an eye out for me. All right, Rita. Yep, take care. Yep. All right, Casey. Yep. Good night, darling. All right, Superwoman. Yeah, take care. Yeah, have a good night tonight. All right, Subcom. Yeah, Marley. All right, Mike. Diane, chosen fan. Yeah, we'll choose. It was a good chat. You never know; they crop up like this from time to time. Good night, Melissa. All right, Rising Sun. I hope good luck with your rehab and getting better. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that up then, Rising Sun. No wonder she knew about it. Yeah, thank you, Brisky. Yeah, that'll be up. I think that's actually my second upload. So I check in the morning because it's a long. It took forever to go through everything that she was sent. There's one guy sent her a ton of money. So you know, you're on California time. It's going to take a while to upload. Hey, Penelope. Good night, Daisy. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, you'll really like that thing. I'll send you a text when I get home. I'll text you a picture of it. It's fantastic. Everything's done perfectly in it. It's an archival framing, museum glass. Try and go out and try and find an original H.H. Bennett anywhere for sale. Okay, Eric. Yep. All right, you guys. Good night. Good night, Texas Bunny. I'll see you, Mary. Good night, everybody.